I don't care what the law says, it can't go on like this.
You look relaxed.
The busy mosquito is swatted at dawn. The happy snail does nothing but yawn. We're in a swamp. What's there to make an effort for?
The Don just lets you relax.
Never see him. Beppo's always chasing us to hump crates round. All that effort for what? A pile of old crap. Hawkins is my boss, and if Hawkins doesn't care, Beppo can go screw himself. And Hawkins doesn't care about anything.
Right. Hey, Dwight. You need to start shifting those crates over to Beppo.
And who are you to be telling me what to do?
Hawkins. He's not happy with you standing around.
Really? Then he should come here and tell me personally. But he won't. So, save yourself the effort.
Too risky.
What?
You look tired.
And you look ugly. Piss off.
What are you doing here?
I'm admiring the view. Great view. That's why we get all these tourists.
Ha! That and the friendly locals. Nice warm fire, this? Nice and safe?
Brogar send you to get on my nerves.
I'm just making conversation.
And I'm just telling you to piss off.
What?
Hey, you got a smoke?
If I did, why the fuck would I give it to you? Piss off.
I heard they'd all died. Let me see.
Town will be safe for a while, they say. They say.
We live in a time of such nightmares. Temples rising.
Could it be dangerous to us?
No more peace and harmony.
A little more for me.
How are we going to eat? All the farmers are in the town, no hunters are going out. It's all broken.
Failure and success. Two parts in a life of sorrow.
I've heard that too.
Dead now, like the rest of them.
Things will never change.
I heard they'd all died.
Town will be safe for a while, they say. They say.
We live in a time of such nightmares. Temples rising from the ground.
Could it be dangerous to us?
That worker, Dwight, really doesn't care about your orders.
He's a lazy sod. And Beppo will go mad if he doesn't get those artifact crates soon.
What do you suggest?
Someone needs to give Dwight a beating. That's what I'll get for him not working.
About time you took that attitude.
Me? I'm not a fighter. I'm not doing it.
And you wonder why things are like they are.
Things will never change.
You want me to ask nicely? Move those crates.
You never heard that them that rushes to toil are the quickest to spoil?
Have you ever heard, those that refuse to depart get a boot up their arse?
All right. No need to speak twice when once will do. I'm going, okay? Okay.
trying to sleep.
Thought you might like to know Dwight's gone back to work.
He has? That's almost a miracle. But well done. Here, take these coins.
Your gratitude is boundless.
I don't like faces I don't know well. And your face is too pretty. Slap some makeup on you and you could work the brothels.
You know I'm new here then.
Shiny skin, gormless expression. You're not the first. It's the heap of gold in the temple. It sucks in idiots like flies to shit. But there's no one round here that wants to split their share of the Don's gold any further.
Where did the Don get all his gold?
See that temple? We took it. And guess what? It was full of gold and artifacts and stuff. Now it's full of guards, an ogre, and surrounded by us. There are temples all over the island. Why don't you bugger off and find your own?
You just walk in and take the gold from the temple ruins.
Yeah, it's that simple. Go on, try it. Then you'll see the beasts that come charging out of those ruins. You have to deal with them before you get to the shiny stuff.
You're a fighter, right?
I took the advice my teacher gave me. Find something you like and make it your job.
What's the Don going to do with the gold? Invest in swampland?
We might be stuck here now, but we're not going to be here forever. Once those religious nutcases are gone, Harbour Town will be ours. Then you'll see.
What are the Inquisition doing in the town?
Pretty face. Shame you're thick as pig shit with it. They only need the town to give them a supply route. The real work happens in the monastery. Fuck knows what they do up there.
And you don't think it would be a good idea to find out?
You're the nosy fucker. Why don't you knock on the door and ask them? Let's see how many questions you've got after they work you to death in the temple ruins.
Live here, die there. You know, there's an ocean full of beautiful desert islands. So you've cleared all those creatures out of the ruins?
Keen to see them, are you? All right. We'll go to a temple ruin nearby. You help me deal with the creatures there, then you can get your share of the gold.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. We clear the place and split the rewards.
How do we split the gold?
50-50.
You've got a deal.
Good. Follow me. Now, no one can see us here, so let's have ourselves a little chat.
What about?
I've met people like you, troublemakers.
Right. So we're not here for the temple.
You're getting the picture. It's just you and me, and you're gonna give me your gold.
Let's get this over. Draw your weapon.
See? I knew you were trouble. So, you're still here.
You made me feel so welcome.
You want to stay in this shithole? You're welcome to it.
Hey,
Hey, what? You better be from Hawkins. I need those crates moving.
I've just arrived here. I'm not from anyone.
Lazy, more like. Bet you never done a decent day's work in your life.
What crates?
The ones full of artifacts? What else are we moving? Damn Hawkins. His workers should have delivered them by now. I knew it was too much responsibility for the old coot.
So you're in charge of moving boxes, right?
They're not just any old boxes. They're full of artifacts from the excavation sites. They get dug up, they come to me, and then they go to the Don.
Oh, so you're not even moving boxes for yourself then?
When you get an important role here, then you can make jokes. Until then, shut your bleeding mouth.
Your mother Tilda is worried about you.
Oh, she's always worried. That woman makes my life a misery.
Okay. Clearly she's got nothing to be worried about. What's in these artifact crates?
Puppies. Artifacts, what do you think, genius? Everything that's dug up from the ruins gets crated up. But keep your mitts off them. If you're looking for gold, then do some work. You dig for the Don, then you'll get your share.
I'll think about it. Let's talk sensibly. I could help you get your crates.
Think you can? All right. We'll get going and get them moving.
No sense in asking if you know the magic word.
What magic word? Here, you're not with that Inquisition lot, are you? Look, I'll have no magical nonsense around here.
I sorted out your crate delivery problem.
Really? Well, thanks. Good to see someone's applying themselves. Tell you the truth, I ain't sure why the Don wants all this gold. Ain't like there's much to spend it on in a swamp.
Not that I've seen.
Anyway, you've put me in a generous mood. Here's a little advance on your share.
Too risky.
Are you the local blacksmith?
Blacksmith? I look like I spend my days making fucking horseshoes. I'm a pewterer, a gilder, a worker of fine metal. And I'm not looking for an apprentice. Particularly one that doesn't know the difference between a metal worker and a smith.
Do I look like an apprentice?
You don't look like you've got the coin to be a customer. What you want?
Do you need help? I'm looking for work.
No one here looks for work. The only thing people here look for is gold. And you don't look like you're any different.
Do you work with gold?
Gold. Gold. Nothing but gold. You just see the money in it, don't you? Well, there's no point you thinking about getting wealthy here. Every crumb of gold out there belongs to the Don.
Everyone has to give their gold to the Don.
If you know what's healthy for you, once a month you have to take the Don his share.
And how much is his share?
You see anyone round here looking wealthy?
Not unless mud is the local currency.
Well, you should see the gold he has in his temple. Hordes of it. Ha! I can see that look in your eye. Fancy a slice, do you? You'll end up in pieces with those thoughts in your head.
How do I get to see the Don?
What do you want to see the Don for? Try standing on a tree outside the temple. You're not going to get closer than that.
No one gets to see him. There has to be some way I can get to see him. There must be some way to see the Don. Something he wants.
If it doesn't glitter, he doesn't give a toss. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he had his wife gold-plated.
Is there something he wants then? Something in gold he doesn't have?
We found a sword pommel. Beautiful bit of work. Supposed to belong to some garrison commander before he pissed off an ogre. You find the blade for that pommel, the Don'd kiss your hairy ass. Fuck it, I would too.
I'll find the blade the Don wants.
You want to look for it, be my guest. But you take one piece of that blade for yourself, one bit of glittering gold, I'll hear about it.
I wouldn't dream of it. Where can I find this sword blade the Don wants?
If you believe the stories, the ogre dragged the garrison commander off where those temple ruins are. If anyone has found anything there, they're bound to shoot their mouth off, particularly seeing as those bits of blade will be covered in gold. There's a pisshead called Lewis, reckoned he'd seen something, but he's a sack of shit.
So you want to restore the sword for the Don?
If I can get all the pieces. Can't do jack shit without all the pieces.
I'm looking for new weapons.
Looking is for losers. Paying gets you the goods.
What have you got to trade? Have you got any sword blanks?
It's just what I got here. My stock of ore is empty. You bring me some iron ore, I can make you some blanks.
Too risky.
Waif and stray looking for pity? Or fortune hunter looking for gold? Looks like I've got another mouth to feed.
Are you the cook?
Amongst other things, you have to be adaptable in these times. One day you've a sword in your hand, the next a ladle. And the cooking relaxes me, if you call stirring wild boar and brugelweed cooking. Sorry, forgotten my manners. I'm Rachel. Here, new mouth, take this meat, freshly cooked.
Brogar wants a haunch of fried meat.
And he sent you to get it for him? Lazy devil. Well, I've already given you some meat, so you can sort Brogar out yourself.
I need to talk to the Don.
Join the queue. I'm thinking of joining it myself. You can talk to me. When Esteban's busy, and he's always busy, I'm in charge.
But can you get me in to see him?
No. Look, he needs time alone to think. I'm always having to turn people away, even his good friends. Why would I make an exception for a newcomer?
I don't trust the Inquisition. I want to join Don Esteban's gang.
Another person without a home. I don't even recognize you from Harbour Town. Are you sure you're not with the Inquisition, new mouth? If you want to stay, then you'd better make yourself useful. Everyone needs to pull their weight here, and no one gets to see Esteban unless they have something valuable or important for him.
I have a package for the Don from Scordo.
A package. Right. I wish I had a gold coin for every time I heard that old chestnut. Maybe it is important, but if it's not, we're both in trouble, and if I open it to check, I'm sorry, Newmouth. If you really want to get in to see Esteban, you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
How are things around here?
Perfect. I don't know why we didn't move out of the town into the swamp earlier. The Inquisition are sucking the life out of the town, but this swamp is sucking the life out of us. We used to be close, all of us. Everyone made their share, worked for their share. Now it's falling apart. And with Esteban in that damn temple, I'm the one trying to hold it together.
Can I help?
And why would you want to do that? What do you want, Newmouth? Lazy cutthroats, idle thieves, and mosquitoes. Why do you want in on this?
Why do you think things are falling apart here?
It's those ruins. They've got everyone's mind on treasure, even my Esteban. The whole place is being dug up. Although I'm certain that not everything that's being found is being delivered to the camp. Esteban makes sure that all the workers get a share of the gold. He's very fair like that. But someone is looking to line their own pockets.
You think the Don is losing control?
He's a complicated man. The Inquisition's takeover of Harbor Town shook him up badly. All we've got is this place, and it's fragile, especially at the moment. I really don't need someone stirring up trouble.
You sound like you need help. What if I help out?
You do that. But, well, if you really want to stick your hand in this beehive, you're welcome to. We can certainly use the help. Everything seems to have ground to a halt. Go to the camp lieutenants and see what sort of problems they're having. That should help you get a picture of what's happening here. Maybe we can root out the source of this rot before it reaches Esteban.
Who do you think it is lining their own pockets? And what would happen to them if you knew who it was?
He'd be dead. Esteban's not a forgiving man.
So it seems. By the way, the fighters are holding show fights in the arena.
Well, they need something to work out their aggression. Leave them to knock each other's brains out. It stops them bothering us.
Craig is running a betting ring.
He knows Esteban doesn't like that kind of thing. It just ends up with the men arguing. This could be the spark that sets everything off. Go and tell Craig I said to stop it if he knows what's good for him.
Brogar is forcing Sam to work for him instead of hunting. He's sawing wood for Brogar's fire. That's why you've not been getting the meat you need.
Damn Brogar! I thought he was trying to undermine Esteban. He'd be nothing without the Don, and now I need that meat.
What do you want to do about it?
Me? You do what you can. There'll be a full-on rebellion if stomachs go empty. If you want to help out, get me meat and get Sam back out hunting.
About your camp. I was told you're short of food. You need more meat?
Finally, someone who wants to do some work. Yes, I need 10 haunches of raw meat. You bring me the meat, and I'll put a little gold your way.
I never say no to gold. Here, 10 haunches of meat, as requested.
Thanks. These are pretty good cuts. Looks like you've got a skill for hunting. Here's your gold.
Hunting doesn't pay that well, then.
Take it or leave it. That's what you're getting, and it's enough to fill your stomach or get you drunk. Your choice.
So who are the lieutenants here?
If you can't find that out yourself, how are you going to help me? Just go and talk to everyone. You'll find them. You'll soon see who's in charge and who thinks they are.
Your deliveries of artifact crates will be starting again.
Thanks. I didn't want to worry Esteban about that. Not after everything that's happened.
Too risky.
I'm watching you.
Too risky. Brogar, I challenge you to fight me in the arena.
You ain't worth the walk.
Hawkins says you're meant to be protecting his workers.
Hawkins says, does he?
You promised Hawkins if he paid, you'd protect him.
You worried about him. You protect him.
Right. You're a real man of honor. Here, a haunch of fried meat.
Good. You wouldn't want to see me when I ain't been fed.
Got any proper work for me?
Are you actually good for something, little fish?
Easy to be cocky with that weapon and fancy armor of yours.
Nah, it's all the bodies I buried that make me cocky. 2 of my boys are supposed to be guarding the eastern swamp farm. But Clay's been lazing around the campfire. Go and see him. Make sure he takes over from Phil before Phil rots up there. Simple. I'm not losing another man to this fucking swamp.
Get Clay to take over from Phil. Sounds simple enough.
The farm's over to the east. As it's a simple job, I'll assume you'll get it done.
Do you boys do anything other than stand about all day?
They're guarding. What do you expect? When it comes to standing around all day, these guys are the best. Trained killers, though, the lot of them. And if those creatures from the temples march in here, you'll be damn glad of them. So, show a little respect.
The fighters answer to you, right?
Yeah. Most of them owe their lives to me. One way or another. They know not to mess with a big fish.
So you know where they are at all times?
Course. Well, usually. One of them has gone missing. Dorgan was on an errand for me, down in the swamps. The pillock's probably got himself lost. Or eaten. Or he's chasing wenches again, never could keep his mind on the task in hand.
I'll look for him.
When I get my hands on him, he's gonna be emptying piss pots for the next month.
Why are you making Sam saw wood for you?
What business is it of yours, little fish?
He needs to hunt. If he doesn't, we'll all starve.
And if I don't get wood for my fire, I'll be pissed off. You're pissing into the wind if you wait for Rachel to organise anything. You want something here, you have to take it.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand that. The Don's wife, Rachel, seems tense about something.
The Don put her in charge of this mess, and if she can't feed people, how can she control anything else? Brogar wants the Don out of the way. Proving Rachel useless only helps him.
About Brogar. I heard that Brogar was supposed to take care of the workers.
Brogar takes care of himself. That's nothing new and won't help you much at the moment.
Have you come across a piece of a sword blade?
The one Oscar's trying to piece together. He wants to make a sword for the Don, I believe.
And?
And I might have a piece of it. Oscar tried to buy it from me, in fact. But he wasn't offering enough, so I thought I'd hang on to it.
Will you sell me your piece of the sword?
It'd have to be for, no less than 100 gold.
I'll give it some thought.
That's the deal.
I told Rachel about your bets.
Are you out of your mind?
What? I didn't know it was such a big deal.
Big deal? The Don has forbidden gambling, especially for gold.
But I thought everyone...
You didn't think at all. You better go back to Rachel and straighten this out. Go on, talk to Rachel. Get this sorted.
That didn't do it. It worked.
Man, woman, child, even a stranger. Storms never come inland. How long do you think that will last? A week down to 2? He knows more than he's letting on.
Anything new to tell me?
Anyone can.
Don't worry about Craig. He won't be taking any more bets.
Well, I hope not. He's a stubborn one. This is for you. A small payoff for your help.
By the way, Brogar is refusing to help the workers. They're being attacked by the creatures in the swamp.
That sounds like him. Wouldn't want to risk his precious fighters to protect the workers. This is all grist to the mill. Keep an eye on him. There's bound to be more.
More? It doesn't look like anyone is doing their job in this camp.
What did she say?
I calmed her down. You can keep running your books.
We were lucky. You were lucky. Next time, talk to me before blabbing. In fact, make sure there isn't a next time, right?
I want to make a bet. I'll fight Lorenzo in the arena.
That'll be worth watching.
I challenge you to fight in the arena.
No chance. Find someone else.
Lorenzo won't fight me. He knows I beat him before and I'll do it again.
You could always try again. All it costs is a little pride and a little gold. Here, your money back.
Things in the ruins, things in the woods. There are things everywhere. Someone knows what's going on, or it ain't me. You've been to Madame Sonia's this month. I hear there are some real sweetmeats to taste down there. Refugees, no money, fresh fish. So why we all end up coming to our Nobody knows. Nobody's dead, but everyone has an opinion.